Hey everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are going to be discussing a new update for Armored Wars. We're going to go ahead and hop right on into it. In this video we are going to be taking a read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. As a read, Don Cheadle's War Machine will soon lead his own MCU movie with the Armored Wars movie, but Rhodey's Secret Invasion retcon has caused a setback in that. Don Cheadle now has 9 MCU credits so far as Iron Man's best friend, James Rhodes, aka War Machine, with his latest coming in the Disney Plus's Secret Invasion as he left his advanced suit behind in favor of a more political role. Secret Invasion set up a surprising new path for Don Cheadle's hero as well in the MCU, as it was revealed he had been replaced by a Skrull for quite some time, seemingly since his critical injury during the airport battle scene in Captain America Civil War. The Disney Plus event set the course for Cheadle's first MCU solo outing, Armored Wars, which was once said to be a serious but now is instead to be a theatrical debut and feature as a movie. This year all being said, Secret Invasion was tasked with the overall chore essentially of setting things up for the future of the MCU, specifically with the Marvel's movie Captain Marvel and its sequel, and also for Armored Wars. And in this video we're discussing more about Armored Wars. Generally speaking, Rhodey, having been a Skrull through the events of Infinity War and Endgame, has not been received well by fans, and many are taken by it, with many believing the retcon hurt both movies, and particularly War Machine's role in them after the fact. Now going into his first solo outing with Armored Wars, Marvel Studios has suffered a setback as it will now have to get audiences reinvested in Rhodey's return after his latest appearance has left a rather bad taste in most fans' mouths. To a lesser extent though, the studio had a similar problem with Loki, as the show featured a version of the God of Mischief from 2012 who had not experienced the development audiences had seen him live through, as it now is with the case with Rhodey, who has seemingly been in a status for 9 universe years. But in many ways, that wasn't as much of a bitter pill for fans to swallow, as Loki is a more popular character, and the switch in focus to an earlier alternate version of him didn't actually hurt or really impact past MCU projects, as Rhodey's reveal now has. So reinvesting most Marvel fans back into the character of Rhodey and making them care about the Armored Wars movie is a whole nother task for Marvel to tackle here, and there's some other problems as well. Armored Wars made the switch from a Disney Plus show to a movie last September last year, with original scribe Yesser Lester set to stick around as its writer. Then again, Marvel Studios did appear to switch up its script strategy, with many writer replacements ahead of the strike, so anything really could happen. The project was once reportedly set to start filming toward the end of the year, but the ongoing writers and actor strikes, which have shown no signs of ending necessarily anytime soon, have likely since rendered that impossible at this point. War Machine's solo movie also still has plenty of work to do with regard to hiring, as it appears Armored Wars has still yet to find a director or a cast anyone outside of Don Cheadle, at least as far as what's been publicly reported and announced. This year all being said, when will Armored Wars really actually release as well? Marvel Studios has its next untitled movies set to release in 2026 on February 13th, July 14th, and November 6th, which will be joined by Avengers: The Kang Dynasty on May 1st. As Armored Wars has been in development for a while and has an official announcement, it will likely take one of those dates. Exactly which one it will fall into is truly anyone's guess though, and likely won't even be decided internally for some time until Marvel Studios is able to gauge its progress in relation to the 2 movies set to take the other vacant dates, which many have theorized to be Eternals 2 and Shang-Chi 2. Armored Wars was reportedly set to begin filming towards the end of this year, but the strikes undoubtedly will have created a sizable delay, so production probably won't be getting underway now until a good few months into the next year, 2024, depending on how long these strikes really continue on. I will say though, however, many of the studios are coming forward and are looking at solving the writers' strikes first before moving on to the actor strikes with SAG-AFTRA, so things are seeming to maybe take a step in the right direction finally here, and we will hopefully, fingers crossed, see these strikes clear up in the next month here or so. Honestly, I'll discuss and talk about a little bit more with the strikes and everything everything that's going on with those in a separate feature video here on the channel. All the more reason to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell if you haven't already. We're discussing and talking about all types of Marvel related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel, so if you guys are into any of those, all the more reason to grab that subscribe button. Armored Wars will seemingly revolve around Rhodey coming back to a changed world where his best friend Tony Stark is now dead and his technology has fallen into the wrong hands. Perhaps it will give a more clarity on Rhodey's scroll replacement and find a way to make it sit better with the fans. I'd also like to throw in the idea of that it's not necessarily 100% confirmed that, well, Rhodey had been a Skrull since the events of Civil War, but we have kind of taken it in that kind of way, so maybe the movie will say otherwise. This year all being said, it seems that Armored Wars, the overall movie, has a lot to do and it has its work cut out for it. What do you guys want to see with Armored Wars? I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. Have a great one, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.